Yo, what's goody, YouTube? What's going on? Where y'all been? It's your boy Remo back with another VVVVVGO. A VVVVGO. Yeah, what's good? What's goody? Check it out. Look at that boat. I'm at work, working hard. Well, hardly working. Overlooking the beautiful river. I'm back at y'all with another gem. This time, I want to talk to y'all about the wild summer of 2004. Y'all heard the wild summer of 2003. Well, 2004 was a little bit wilder. And I'm going to tell y'all why. It was wilder because I got a whole lot more coochie. Now, I only had maybe like 5 or 6 different chicks, but I was fucking them all simultaneously, not all together, not no menage a trois, but I was like, fucking all of them like one day I mess with this chick, the next day I be out. Man, I was slanging all over the place. I was slanging my dangalang all over the place. I had a chick for just about every day of the week, damn near. And this went on for the whole year, damn near. 2003 was like that too. Like I only banged like maybe like 4, 5 chicks, but I was banging them all simultaneously, all throughout the year, damn near. All throughout the summer, really. From the summer until the end of to around the holidays, the end of December or early January, whatever. But yeah, I want to talk to y'all about this chick that I had named, well, I can't say her name. Damn, y'all about to get me. Man, all names have been changed to protect the innocent. Y'all about to get me to say her real name. But nah, her name was, she looked just like Kim Fields. Y'all remember Kim Fields? We just gonna call her Kim. She looked just like Kim Fields. Had the same smile, same skin tone. She was short, about 5'1", thick. She had some beautiful thighs. She had beautiful legs, beautiful feet, pretty toes. Always had her hair done. Her hair was always laid. Her toes was always. She always had a pedicure, a manicure. She kept herself up. I'm telling you, man. This chick was a walking caramel stick. Seriously. And you know where I met her? I met her at church. Yeah, y'all think it's a joke. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't lying. I met her at church. I remember the first time I saw her in church. I was like, man, this chick looked like a snack, man. She was bent over praying, like she was on her knees praying. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, man. And when she got up, I saw that nice rotund booty. I was saying to myself, man, I'll put my tongue in that ass. I'll eat her coochie from the back. That's what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking in church, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. I know I ain't the only one that has had these kind of thoughts in sacred places, but I'm being brutally honest with y'all. Y'all family. So, I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. But yeah, I met her in church, and she was one of them chicks that you see, you be like, man, this chick is fine. I met Kim Fields and the chick that looked like Condi Alexander in the same church, but at different times. They kind of knew each other, but they didn't know that they was dealing with me because it was at different times. One I think was like 05, 06, but this chick right here, Kim Fields, is at 04. I met her before Condi Alexander. But anyway, come to find out, I introduced myself to her in church one day. We started talking. We hit it off. Boom. We started talking on the phone. And, we hit it off. We just our souls matched. How about that? We hit it off real quick. And, me and her became real close. And our first date was at Applebee's. We went to Applebee's. This chick loved to eat. That's probably why her booty and thighs was so nice and round. That's probably why she had a nice shape, because she used to love to eat. She used to love to go out and have fun. One thing I liked about her, she was the only chick that I've ever dealt with that used to love masturbating. You know what I mean? She used to always tell me, yeah, baby, I'm about to get off the phone. She was like, I'm about to get me a nut and go to sleep. She used to tell me that all the time. And I used to be like, I remember the first time she said, I was like, what the hell you mean? I thought she was about to go fuck somebody. I was like, what the hell what you mean you about to go get a nut? She was like, I'm about to play with kitty cat and go to sleep. I was like, uh-huh. Me and her used to literally masturbate each other. like it was fun for both of us. Like I'm telling you, I thought I was the only one that used to jack off, get a good nut, and go to sleep. I didn't think females did that. Like I thought never heard nobody else talk about that. I thought it was just me. Come to find out, it was her. She did the same thing. That's what really attracted me to her. She was sexually honest about everything. You know, she was a freak just like me. Me and her used to make homemade porn videos. She got them all. Well, I don't know if she still got them. We used to make them tapes. She had a camcorder with the little tapes. I don't know if she transferred them over to DVD or what. I never even asked. You know, don't know to this day. I think 20 years ago when I asked her, she said after we broke up, we got rid of them. She got rid of them. She told me she broke them when we broke up, but I don't know. That's another thing. She wasn't always truthful, you know, but, yeah. When I met her, I was like, oh man, I was daydreaming about all the things I was going to do to her. I'm like, damn, I'm looking at her toes. I'm like, man, I'll lick her toes. You know, I'm looking at that booty. I'm like, oh man, you know. Shit, I ain't gonna front. I'm a nasty ass nigga. I'm a nasty motherfucker. Shit, I'm a nasty ass motherfucker. I'm telling y'all the truth. Shit, when I was in the gang, when I was young, I was in this gang called the Nasty Boys. That was something I made up. That was something I made up because when I was young, I was a fan of Janet Jackson. Y'all remember that song, Nasty Boys? Nasty boys don't mean a thing. Da, 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 da. Oh, you nasty boys. That was my favorite song. Nasty boys don't mean a thing. Who's that eating that nasty food? Nasty boys. Who's that playing that nasty groove? Nasty boys, yeah. So I've been a nasty motherfucker ever since I was a kid and in a gang. But yeah, y'all. Back to Kim Fields. Oh, look at this thick chick about to walk by, y'all. Yeah, that's a thick ass white chick. Oh, she bending over for y'all. I should zoom in, but nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't about to do all that. But yeah, this chick was fine. Like I said, she was flawless, had flawless bronze caramel skin. Neat. But when I went over her house for the first time, her house was trash. I mean, it looked like Hurricane Katrina hit the inside of her house. The chick wasn't the neatest person in the world. She was the most sloppiest person. She was the most sloppiest chick I've ever dealt with. She never cleaned her room. Her kitchen looked like shit. Her bathroom was fucked up. She had hair products all over the place because she used to do hair. And she used to do pedicure. Her and her friends, they all went to cosmetology school together, and they all used to do each other hair and nails, and sometimes they would do their own, and they all looked flawless. And I believe I could have banged all her friends if I wanted to, because every time I would come around her, you know, I'm a nice guy. If I'm coming over somebody's house, I'm gonna bring something. You know, I was raised to never go over somebody's house empty-handed, so I used to always go over her house. She used to smoke weed. She ain't smoked no cigarettes, and she drank wine coolers and beers every now and then. So I would go over her house, bring her some weed and some wine coolers, and a lot of times her friends would be over there doing each other hair or doing each other nails or whatever, giving each other facials, you know what I'm saying? And so I would look out for them too if they was there. You know, I'd bring a six-pack. Hey, here y'all go. And so after a while, every time I would come over her house and she would be around her friends, like, she would put on a show. Like, she would like shoot me down and try to belittle me and try to talk to me any kind of way in front of her friends. And like the finest friend that she had, I'm not gonna say her name, but her name was E. You know what I'm saying? E was the finest one. And like E used to always be, always telling her, like, he a good person. Why you talk to him like that? She used to be laughing, but deep down inside, she was serious. Like, all her friends eventually felt the same way because they knew that she was doing it because they was around, and her friends wasn't feeling that because they knew I was a nice guy. And like when she wasn't around and I was around her friends, they used to always like tell me how much of a nice guy I am. And like, when a female feeling you, like when they smile talking to you, you know what I mean? They kind of blush. Like her friend, especially the finest one, Ebony, she used to always be, I said her name. Fuck it. Ebony used to always be looking at me like I could tell she wanted me, but she wanted me to kick it to her. But I never got a chance to be honest with you, because shortly after that, maybe like a month into our relationship, her and all her friends fell out, and I'm gonna tell you why. This chick, Kim Fields, she had mental problems, she had emotional problems, and she was hypersensitive. You always had to bite your tongue when you was around her. You always had to watch what you say, because she would just flip out. She would flip out. I mean, totally flip out. I remember one time we went to the movies to go see Gothica, and she was jumping in her seat. I mean, literally jumping like, huh. I'm like, damn, you all right? She was like, this movie's scary. I'm like, it's scary, but it ain't that scary. And so she was like, how you gonna tell me what scares me? She started getting all loud, all in public. I'm like, yo, just calm down. I'm like, okay. Then at the end of when the movie was over, we in the car, she, you don't know what scared me and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm driving home. I'm like, man, this chick crazy. I dropped her off. I'm like, yo, this chick is a head case, but she had some good coochie. I was totally whipped. I think she was dick whipped too, because I think we had each other whipped, because I would say I ain't talking to you no more. And I'll look out the living room window and I'll see her driving by my house. She was a female stalker. You know what I mean? But I think because she was dick whipped, because I told you she was a freak. I was freaky dicky. I told you I'm a nasty motherfucker. I'm a nasty boy. Shit. I used to do all kind of freaky stuff to her. I used to be fucking her like, yo, I used to be like, whose motherfucking pussy is this? She used to be like, it's my pussy. This my body. Shit, 10 minutes into it. Now, whose pussy is it again? Whose pussy is this again? Oh, it's your pussy. Oh, she used to be like this here, y'all. At first, she'll be like, this my pussy. We ain't married. And then 10 minutes later into the fucking, I'll be like, whose pussy is this? Oh, it's your pussy. Oh, it's your pussy. Oh, it's your pussy. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. And truth be told, women like that. They talk all that shit, around they, trying to be all conservative. Oh, I don't let no man talk to me any kind of way. This is my body. I take control over my own body. Then as soon as you get them in that bed, you get them in that doggy style position, you start beating it up. All that conservative talk go out the window. Oh, this your pussy. Oh, don't stop. Oh, you nasty motherfucker. Keep going. Oh, why you stop? Don't put on the brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes, you motherfucker. Keep going. That's I'm telling you. That's how she was. A lot of women are like that. But yeah, she had a bad temper. She had mental issues. Her mom had mental issues too. Her mom was crazy as cat shit. I ain't even gonna get her on her mom. She wrote a letter to the mayor demanding $1 million to improve her home. I was like, man, if you don't get your crazy ass the fuck out of here. I didn't say that to her, but that's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? But the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Remember one time we went to Canada, and we made a porno movie in the hotel. We had a hotel with a jacuzzi. We made a porno movie. Then we went to the casino, and I won maybe like $600. I only had 60 and I won 600. And so she spent $100 and didn't win anything. And so she went back to the hotel room crying about that. I was like, what's wrong? She was like, oh, I didn't win nothing. She was like, you won $600. I gave you my pussy and I ain't win nothing. I was like, what? Hold up. Think about what you just said. What the fuck us having sex got to do with you not winning? She was like, just leave me alone. Go find me a bag of weed. So I had to go, man, I'm walking the strip looking for some Jamaican, because there's a lot of Jamaicans in Canada. Man, I'm asking every Jamaican cat that I see, every dude with dreads, do they got some weed? Man, finally, after about an hour, I found the dude that just gave me a bag of weed. I was like, good, man. So I gave it to her, and she went from crying, she took one hit, then she went to total euphoria. She got totally happy. I'm like, is this chick bipolar too? This chick was crazy, I'm telling you. But she had some good coochie. And she, as time went on, she got even crazier and crazier. We went out to eat one time, and the bitch embarrassed me in front of the whole restaurant for like the third or the fourth time. Then on the way home, I said, man, I can't take this no more. She stopped at the red light. She was driving. She stopped at the red light. I got out the car, and I started walking home. And I got halfway home, and this bitch comes burning rubber down the street, cussing me out. So I'm like, yo, why don't you go home? Leave me alone, man. I'm done with you. Blah, 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 blah. She was like, if you don't get back in the car, she was like, I'm gonna show everybody the porno tape. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, you in it too. I don't give a shit. She was like, get back in the car. She was like, I'm ready to suck your dick, all in front of kids and shit. So I said, damn, let me get back in this car. I was like, look, just calm down. Just take me home. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So I didn't talk to her for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Because the chick was crazy. But then after 2 weeks, I had missed having sex with the chick. You know what I mean? And I called her, and she was like, hey, I was waiting for you to call me. I wasn't going to call you. You left me. I was like, look, I'm sorry we had to go through what we went through before. Let's get over it. Let's just try to make this relationship work. Because at this point, me and her had done everything together. You know what I mean? So she was like, yeah. She was like, you and your pussy been waiting on you. Finally. And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, okay. All right. Finally. So she came and picked me up, and we went to the beach. We went out to eat. And so she dropped me off. She was like, you don't want no pussy? And I was like, yeah, I want some pussy. I said, but you act like, you was trying to get rid of me. She was like, you act like you was itching to go back home. Who you got at home? Who you fucking? And blah, 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 blah. So we get back to the house. We went over to her house. she lived alone. She had a nice apartment, but it was just messy. Dishes everywhere. And we got back to the house. We must have fucked for like an hour and a half. It was hot that day. We was both sweating. We did every kind of position imaginable. I even fell asleep with my dang-a-lang inside of her. And so I got up maybe like at 4 a.m. She was like, what you leaving so early for? I was like, I gotta go to work. I had to be to work at 8. Had to go home, change, go to work. I worked 8 to 4. So she gonna stand by the door so I can't leave. She was like, you lying, you ain't gotta go to work. I was like, I gotta go to work. I was like, what, you forgot that I worked? I was like, I know it's been 2 weeks since we ain't talked. I was like, damn, bitch, you forgot I had who the fuck you calling a bitch? So then she got to swinging on me. And then she started kicking me and shit. So I threw the bitch down. First, I threw her upside the wall, not hard, but I was trying to get out. I was trying to move her out the way because she was blocking the door. So I threw her up against the wall, and she hit the wall, and then like dramatically hit the floor, like she bounced herself off the wall and hit the floor, and she just laid there. This bitch played dead, y'all. She laid there and played dead. And so I'm looking at her like, damn, I'm like, damn, did I just knock this bitch out? I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't hit her head or nothing. Like, her shoulder hit the wall. I knew she was being over dramatical, but it was just weird to see somebody just lay there stiff. And I'm like, yo, I started shaking her and she didn't move. And so I had opened up her eyes. I did like this to her eyes. Let me show y'all. I did like this to her eyes. And she was looking around like, and I was like, wake up. I said, get up, you fretting. And she didn't move. So I felt her pulse, her heart was beating, and her chest was going up and down. She was breathing a little bit, but she was just laying there stiff as a statue. And so I said to myself, this bitch is a head case. She's crazier than cat shit. I said, let me get up out. I said, bye, I'm leaving. She just laid there. So I turned all the lights out. She still laid there. And as I was walking out the door, her purse was like on the counter and shit. She had like a counter like in the hallway. It was like not a counter, but like a dresser, or like a lamp dresser or something. So I looked in her purse and she heard her keys. She said, get the fuck out of my purse, motherfucker. I was like, I thought you was dead, bitch. She was like, what the fuck she got up talking shit. What the fuck you doing in my purse? Get the fuck out. I was like, oh, this chick is crazy. She cussed me out all the way downstairs. Then she opened up the window and was cussing me out as I was walking to the bus stop. Get the fuck out, motherfucker. Going through my purse. I should call the police on your ass. I heard my keys. You a thief. Then later on that day, she called up to my job and said, yeah, you took my weed. I'm like, I don't even smoke weed. Get the don't call here no more. Right then and there, I had to officially cut her off. I was done, you know. But then some years later, I heard she got married. I heard she got married, and she had opened up a beauty salon, and it was she opened up a thriving business. Seriously, you know. She had employees and everything. She had property. She had a nice house, a nice car. And I had ran into her during the pandemic. And she told me to come over to her house because I was good with electrical work. She showed me all the electrical stuff she needed. And she asked me how much it was going to cost. And I told her, I said, yo, if you need my services, I'll help you out. She was like, yeah, I might need you to put up some boards on the windows. She was like, because she said she was about to have some interior work done. I said, yeah, I could do that. She never called for the boards or anything, but she seemed like she matured a little bit, but still, the last time I saw her that day, that's how she was the first day I met her. Didn't look like nothing was wrong with her. You know what I mean? So, that was it. That was back in like 2020. And I just kind of went on about my business, just left her alone. Will I still bang it? Yeah. Do I still talk to her every now and then on Facebook? All the chicks that I banged in the past, I'm still friends with. Like, we may have broke up on bad terms, but over the years, we managed to get over that hump and bury the hatchet. I believe I can still bang all the chicks that I'm telling, all the stories that I told y'all about. I believe I can still bang them, except for the chick that looked like Mary J. Blige. She passed away. But I think I can still bang all the chicks that I told y'all about, even though it's been like 20 years later, 25 years later. But yeah, that was the story of Kim Fields. All right, y'all. I'm watching the sunset. Let me show y'all. The sun about to set. Y'all see that? See that sun right there in the middle of that tree? Yeah, the sun about to set, y'all. I remember I was driving through a sundown town. I think it was in Tennessee or was it Michigan? I think it was Michigan. It's a lot of sundown towns in the Midwest. I was driving through Michigan and it said, "Don't let the sun set on your black ass." It was a sign. It said, "Don't let that sun set on your black ass." I was like, oh shit. All right, y'all. It's your boy Remo. Peace.